Hi everyone, it's Plastic EP here. We all love you out there and we've got a special surprise with you. I've got Clay Sayre and he's got his fantastic Planet of the Apes collection. How are you today, Clay?
I'm good. I'm very good. Welcome. Happy to be back. Make a career out.
Let me tell you, Clay, since we've done the two monster shows, the emails, the views, everyone's crazy about watching the monsters. Those 1 hour segments, and we did two of them. I've got to tell you, it's just fantastic. And people can't wait now for the Planet of the Apes. So tell me a little bit about the Planet of the Apes and let's get into it.
Okay. The first movie came out in 1968. The last one of the five, there were five. You have Planet, you have Beneath the Planet of the Apes, Escape from the Planet of the Apes, Conquest on the Planet of the Apes, and Battle for the Planet of the Apes in 1973. Then after that, there was the one season TV show. And then after that, the one season Saturday morning cartoon. And all of it together just spawned a huge amount of merchandise on everything. And what I'm going to show you is a small collection as far as the amount of stuff that was made.
Okay, let's go for it.
Let's get right into it. We're going to go up the ladder. As part of this Apes journey, I've had the good fortune to meet Roddy McDowall, who of course played Cornelius and Caesar, and then also Galen on the TV show. And I've got a whole bunch of autographs in a book. There's an original press book from the first movie. A staple of any Apes collection would be the Mego figures, put out by the Mego Corporation. Beautiful figures and play sets. This is probably the most sought after of the play sets, which is the Judson's Garage, the Forbidden Zone trap is what it was actually called. When I was a kid, my dad got everything through a catalog. So I never saw the boxes or anything like that. And I guess in retrospect, because he didn't want me to see these plain cardboard boxes, he took everything out of the packages, set it all up at Christmas. So this is how I remember it, is set up like this with the figures out, ready to go. I mean, it was ready to play with. This one's missing the shutters on the window up there, unfortunately, and the net that hangs in the middle. So I got to track down those pieces. But the figures, let me see if I can get over here a little closer. Beautifully sculpted figures with accessories. They had a Dr. Zaius. In the middle, in the purple, is Urko. And it's odd, Urko and Ursus. Ursus is the one behind it. That's Verdon, Galen, and Burke, the astronauts from the TV show. And Urko is more the TV show. They marketed the Galen in the middle also as Cornelius. It's the very same figure. The ubiquitous soldier ape up, keeping watch up in top. The soldier apes were pretty much like all the Star Wars fans do, where they build the armies. You have to have more and more soldier apes. They didn't make like a Charlton Heston likeness, so this astronaut is just a generic astronaut figure. And then some of the other accessories, there's a battering ram, an odd thing, this chair throne with a cage coming down. And then we'll bounce around here. Let me go through the Mego stuff first. This is the treehouse play set in the box. It's a huge box.
That's great stuff. I love the fact that at least you got most of the boxes, which is, the art is fantastic.
Yeah, and mostly I just trying to recapture some of the art on some of these boxes. And there's the stallion. He was a battery-controlled stallion, pulling a cage and then a catapult, little rocks in the down in the down in the wagon there. Then let me bounce back here. There's a I don't know if you can see that the little mug.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
A plastic. It was a company called Deca made these mugs. That was there was a mug, a tumbler, like a taller cup, and then a plate and a bowl, like a cereal bowl that they made, all with these great graphics on it. And these graphics kind of ripped off from the Mego packages and end up on all kinds of stuff. Some of the oddball things that they made in the back, there's a tracing kit, the drawing kit back behind there. Basically one of those contraptions where you trace one side and it draws the other, or it's like a tracing type of affair with that. This is a squirt gun right there. This thing, while we're down here, hanging on the wall, was part of a ring toss game. It's just a cardboard cutout. Coming up here, this is a cool little item. This is a little wagon.
Yep.
I think I can reach this one.
I can see it perfect.
Yeah, with a figure on the back with a rifle, little astronaut in the cage.
Yep.
And then Dr. Zaius driving with a whip.
That's great.
Hard piece to get. And that one's in really nice shape.
That comic is great too. Did you get many comics?
Here and there. I'm not really a comic collector, but I did get this for the photo cover and the poster that's inside. This is an odd figure. His sleeves have been cut, but you notice he's not wearing any pants. This is a company called Cipsa out of Mexico. Knockoff figures, cheaper materials, and none of the figures had pants, oddly enough. So that's how they were sold. Coming up here, we got puzzle. This is a couple of the model kits in the boxes here. There's an Aldo and a Cornelius. Kind of odd. A lot of the artwork has, like, let me show you the lunchbox. Those are correct colors. So,
yeah, I love the lunchbox. I love it.
But then, and Zaius usually has yellow, but in the toys, he's wearing blue. And Cornelius was usually in brown.
Yep.
See that theme. For whatever reason, they changed the colors on a lot of the toys. This is a hardback copy of the original novel by Pierre Boulle, with the dust jacket back there.
Is that a mug there? Is that a mug there, Clay? Another mug, that little one.
Oh, yeah. That's
a Ripper.
That's the thermos.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
For the lunchbox. Back there, there's a, I guess that's German. No, I don't know what language that is, to tell you the truth.
That's fine.
A copy of the novel, a paperback copy.
Sure.
Foreign version. Collar forms set, peeking back there. This is a casting of one of the mutant heads from Beneath the Planet of the Apes. That's a copy of one of the actual props. And this is a more recent piece of the bomb from Beneath the Planet of the Apes. This is a 3D printed piece that sent me that. Below them, we've got, there's the game peeking out there. These are Bindi figures.
Yep.
The soldier, Dr. Zaius. And these are nice because they're done in the correct colors. An astronaut. These were put out by Mego. So the colors are right. There's a Cornelius and a Zero. These little pieces go to a play set. They're just punch out cardboard figures.
I got to say something about the Planet of the Apes. Even the movies and the TV show, the characters they got and the masks they wear as apes, they're so lifelike. Seriously, even a small kid, if he saw it, he'd believe it. They're done really well.
As a kid, I mean, I was just fascinated by this. I got to see when they at the drive-in they ran all the movies. It started at dusk and went to dawn, and I got to see all 5. That's how I saw them after I'd seen it on TV. I'd got to see the first one when they did it on TV is the CBS Friday night movie. But this is a piece that someone had made. It's a foam latex appliance sewn into a spandex top, so you could put it on and wear it. This helmet is mine from when I was a kid. I made this, and I still have it. An Ursus helmet. Probably made it when I was around 12, 13, something like that. All out of vinyl. Duct tape side, and it survived all these years, though.
It's great.
I'll move my chair, and we'll keep moving this way. Oops, sorry about that.
No, it's all right. Whatever you can show, it's fine.
These are the trash can. One of the trash cans. There are 2 different ones. There's an oval trash can.
Yep, that's great.
And then a big cylindrical trash can. Beautiful on that. Above it, this is actually just a toy military M16. But when I was a kid, every kid in the neighborhood wanted these for 2 reasons. One, to play Planet of the Apes. The other was to play SWAT. And so that's one of the guns from that. These are little playset figures.
That's great.
This is a more recent lawgiver statue. Monster Times poking back there behind the bank.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
Great old monster newspaper. That's one of the vinyl banks. And there's the Zayas one. These little plush dolls back here. One in the package. Weird thing. And then they sold the head separately as puppets. There was when they released it on video, the whole movie series. That was a button, a giveaway button. Die-cast pin. There's a couple mix-in molds, which are kind of a craft item. Peeking back there, there's a Cornelius and a Zayas right there, where you put plaster in a mold and come out with a little figure that you could paint.
Yep.
That's a Zayas wind-up toy from a bank. This is a little figure, I think, out of Mexico, possibly Argentina, someplace. And then an unpainted one. Apparently they sold them that way, and a little bootleg, weird little figure right there. Probably came from a ball machine.
I'll just say to you, Clay, out of the movie, right, when Charlton Heston is walking along the beach and you see the Statue of Liberty, the top half of it, marooned on the beach, to me, that's a classic scene. Like it's
one of the most famous and shocking endings of a great Twilight Zone ending, if you will. And Rod Serling was involved in the script, so it makes sense that you would have that sort of shock ending. And it sort of forced people with the other movies, of course, in Beneath, they blow the whole planet up. So you don't expect that ending either. This is a SIPSA box right there. Now, got a coloring book back here.
Yeah, that's a ripper.
These oddball things like ape phones, monkey missiles, things like that. Great cards with artwork, and there's just one of the little ones loose. Has nothing to do with Planet of the Apes, but I love them. Here's something I bypassed. These are two rubber apes.
Yep.
And these are big blow mold banks. Different colors, even this hot pink one there. Can you see those okay?
Yeah, I've never seen them before in my life.
Yeah.
Your camera work is superb.
Thank you. These are belt buckles.
Yeah.
And two of them, I've got two loose buckles and then two actually on the belts. Really cool little.
It's great.
Little pieces. That's a little resin figure I made years ago. This is a vintage puffy T-shirt back there.
Yep.
One of the masks and the soundtrack is for the original Planet of the Apes is back there. Hard piece of all the pieces that people try to get off of me. It's this weird pillow thing here. And then
that's hard to come by, is it, Clay?
Huh?
That's very hard to get the pillow, is it?
Oh yeah, really hard.
What year did that come out? For the first movie?
No, this would have been, most of this stuff came out toward the end. Not a lot of things came out with the first movie. Most of them came out 72, 73 as it was winding down. You got to remember, between 68 and 73, 5 movies. So that's like almost a movie a year. And merchandising really biggest toward the end, as they knew they were, and then going into the TV show. So a lot of this stuff kind of crisscrosses between Battle for the Planet of the Apes and the TV show.
Fantastic. We'll just keep it moving. That's great.
This is a Sideshow Zaius figure here. This is a wind-up Zaius on a horse.
It's great.
Another hard piece. That's a card pack of the TV show. Gum cards. I do have a wax pack, but not a sealed one of from the movie cards. And I
remember that one.
I had those cards put up. This was a parachute figure. It came with little parachutes. Oddly enough, they made these 2 different ways. One's with guns, one's without. So I guess you could have the pacifist apes and then the others. So most recently, to show you kind of how Apes is alive, these were 2 Hallmark ornaments that they put out recently, and they are beautiful. Of course, one there has Zaius with the doll from the end of the original Planet of the Apes. And then a great likeness of Roddy McDowall as Cornelius. We were hoping that they would make more, but so far we have not seen them. So I've got another case here I'm going to have to open up this door. And this case has some other just odd, interesting items. Oh, someone just took a header. Okay. All right. Who was it?
Makes it more intriguing when it's all live.
Yeah. Claude Akins took a header. Okay. So here are some of the Migos carded in the back there.
Yeah, that's great.
Zayas, Azira, and a soldier ape. This is one of the, you can see it back here, one of the parachute figures still on the card.
Yep, great.
The package for the movie, the cards.
Yeah, give us a look at that. That's great if you can pull it out. I know it's hard, but let's have a look at that. Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's great.
For the movie cards. This is I've got 3 of these. These were candy boxes.
Yep.
Double-sided. A lot of these got cut up because people would cut these little things off the back that's in the picture frame.
I don't know if you've seen on the net, but there's a photo of Zayas sitting at a bus stop waiting for the bus. In his outfit. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Imagine driving in a car and you see one of the Planet of the Apes guys sitting fully dressed on a bus stop.
Exactly. Or on the subway. These are 8mm.
Yeah, they're great.
All 5 movies in 8mm.
Fantastic.
How
long do they go for? 15 minutes each, you reckon?
Huh?
How long do you reckon those little movies go for? 15 minutes or 5 minutes?
Oh, probably maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, fine.
Maybe 10 minutes. These are AHI knockoff apes.
Yep.
Mego got the license for Planet of the Apes, so they decided to make their own and got sued. But odd little figures. The sculpts on the faces. The orangutan and there's the gorilla.
They look like gorilla G.I. Joes.
Yeah, and this one is another knockoff, similar, but this is a company called Tong that put these out. Then we've got some these other nice, colorful figures there. Those are Metacom figures. Beautifully done. Some more candy boxes. This is a little pinball machine.
Yeah, it's great.
A little foreign pinball machine.
It's got a little silver ball that runs around there for a kid. It's great.
Yeah. That's like a fantasy Pez that they didn't make.
How many years has it taken you to get this one, Planet of the Apes collection, together? Did you start when the movie started?
Oh, no. As a kid, I had a lot of this stuff.
Okay.
And I sold it when I moved. So this would have been early 20s. I moved out of West Virginia, which is where I used to live. And I sold everything. And over the years, I've picked pieces back up.
That's fair enough.
But I had at least double this amount of stuff before.
That's great.
Then the last bit of this, up here, these are some actual artifacts. This one's not, but there's a little model kit of the ship crashing.
That's a beauty.
built years ago. You see these gloves?
Yep.
That one and that one. Those are background gloves from Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Those were actually used in the production.
It's great.
There's a signed Maurice Evans picture back there, Dr. Zayas. This one is a copy of one of the original pieces from the TV show. Might have been used in a movie, but I think this is really from the TV show.
That's great.
And then this piece is a foam latex unused piece from the Tim Burton remake of Planet of the Apes. So that's an actual piece that was made for the production, but it was never used. And these
How'd you come across that? eBay or a collector?
I think eBay.
Okay.
Sometimes the studio will dump. They have so much of this stuff, it gets dumped.
I believe you.
You can pick up stuff from that movie, props and wardrobe, for very cheap, conservatively for a movie prop. These are hair pieces from that movie. And then this is a when I was out in California, I went to the filming sites of where they filmed the original movie, and the Ape City set was made of plaster, wood, blown insulation, which was a new development at that time. And when they tore it all down, this stuff just went into the weeds, foam, and it will just go everywhere. So if you go up there and dig in the woods, chances are you could find remnants of this stuff. So this is a piece from the set of what was left after all these years of Ape City, and a nail. Here's some of the foam pieces. Still surviving in there.
It's great.
So,
well, it's good you got that.
But and that wraps up my collection. It's not a huge collection, but the collection I'm proud of. And that is my fantastic Apes collection, Plastic.
Let me tell you, Clay, it's been a pleasure. And look, we come up to nearly half an hour. So, even for a collector, that's a great collection. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And on behalf of Plastic EP, we'll let you say goodbye to everyone out there, Clay, because I know they're watching you. You're becoming an internet sensation. So if you want to say goodbye to everybody, come back on.
Oh, okay. I don't really want to say goodbye, but
all right.
Here.
I know you can't help it, but everyone's fantastic.
So, goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll see you soon.
Thanks again, Clay.
All right.
Bye.